Welcome to my new video. Today I will tell you about the greatest collaboration in history, the Boxer Rebellion. So, when we start, who were the Boxers and why they rebelled? The rebellion started to the end of 19th century in northern China. It has begun due to fear from foreign and colonial expansion of the foreign powers into China, and after the Sino-Japanese War 1895 of their rebellion, their slogan was support the Qing government and exterminate the foreigners. Some diplomats, soldiers, and Chinese Christian citizens then took refuge in legation quarters in Beijing, and the Boxers besieged them. At this time, one of the biggest collaborations in human history took place. The members of 8 nations, aliens were Americans, Austro-Hungarians, British, French, Germans, Italians, Japanese, and Russians. Those nations then moved to China to lift the siege of the legation quarters. 2,000 soldiers that moved to Beijing. Their leader was Edward Seymour, who was British Vice Admiral. They moved by a railway to Beijing, but it was destroyed, so he decided that he will repair it. But they were attacked by the Imperial Chinese troops and the Boxers, and they even lost at the Battle of Langfang on June 18th of 1900. When Seymour heard about attacks on legation quarters, he decided to continue and help them. They were stopped at around 25 kilometers from Beijing in Tongzhou. They decided that it will be best to continue on a ship on the Beihai River. They were also stopped here due to not having enough supplies they dug in. But they were also very lucky because they managed to find the Great Xiqu Arsenal, secret Chinese depot of ammunition, weapons, and many other things. While waiting there, they called for a rescue that came on 25th of June. Meanwhile, in legation quarters, they received offer from Chinese Empress that the Chinese army would escort them out, but they didn't believe them. But one German baron decided to talk to the Chinese Empress, and although the others told him that he shall not do it, he went. His name was Clemens von Ketteler. He was killed on the way to her. I will disturb you for a moment. You can give me a like and subscribe. 21st of June, Chinese Empress issued a decree that the Chinese Imperial Army has to join the Boxers. This was official declaration of war. The Chinese then tried to set fire to legation quarters, but they failed. The Chinese then used anaconda-like strategy, moving on the legation quarters brick by brick. The guards here had to get back bit by bit. Probably the best positions occupied the Germans and Americans. It was the Tartar wall, 14 meters tall and 12 meters wide. Also, many Christian Chinese in the quarters built many barricades. Sir Claude MacDonald said 13th July was the most harassing day of the siege. The Japanese and Italians in the Fu were driven back to their last defensive line. The Chinese detonated a mine beneath the French legations, pushing the French and Austrians out of most of the French legations. But American minister had managed to contact Chinese and armistice. After some time, The Gazelle expedition was made. It was led by British Lieutenant Alfred Gazelle, who led 55,000 troops. Here, the Allies defeated the Chinese in Battle of Tianjin. From there, they could begin assaulting Beijing. They reached the city on the 14th of August. The British managed to get to the legation quarters as first, getting there on afternoon of 14th of August. The Empress Cixi evacuated the imperial court into Xi'an. Russian troops then invaded Manchuria. This meant official end to the war in China. In the aftermath, there were many massacred Christians who were massacred by Boxers. The Allies also did a lot of looting and atrocities. The Chinese had to pay more than 1 year tax revenue to the Allies. They were also very weakened after this. The Allies had also expanded their spheres of influence in China. And some interesting thing on the end, the legation quarters were besieged for 55 days. There is one really famous song about this, which you can hear in this video. It's also in many languages. I hope that you liked this video, and I will see you in the next videos. Goodbye.